Shanmugam sir, we can start the live.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Live started, madam.
Good morning, everyone. RMK Engineering College is proud to present the Generic Talk Series, a distinguished event designed to inspire, educate, and engage students, faculty, and industry professionals. This series of talks aim to bring together thought leaders, industry experts, academicians, and innovators from diverse fields to share their insights, experiences, and knowledge on a variety of contemporary topics. The Generic Talk series provides a platform for students to broaden their perspectives beyond the academic curriculum by exploring emerging trends, innovative ideas, and real applications. It is a unique opportunity for participants to learn directly from accomplished professionals who have made significant contributions to their respective industries. Through this event, RMK Engineering College reaffirms its commitment to fostering a culture of continuous learning, critical thinking, and holistic development among its students. Each session of the Generic Talk series features a guest speaker who brings a wealth of expertise and a fresh viewpoint, offering valuable guidance and mentorship to the aspiring engineers and technologists of tomorrow. The event is interactive and allowing participants to ask questions and explore new ideas, making it a valuable experience for everyone involved. Today, we are excited to host the Generic Talk Series number 16 and look forward to an impactful session that will inspire innovation, encourage lifelong learning, and contribute to the overall development of our students and faculty. May I now invite our respected Principal Sir, Dr. K.A. Mohammad Junaid, to deliver the welcome address. Please, sir.
Thank you, madam. So good morning to one and all. Joined in this Generic Talk series streamed through RMK Engineering College YouTube channel. It's my proud pleasure to welcome you all for this Generic Talk series hosted by RMK Engineering College. Really, this talk series has continually brought valuable insights from all of our students and also the industry leaders, and today's talk is no exceptions. We are especially honored to welcome Ms. A. Arulpriya, Assistant Vice President at City Corp Services India Private Limited, Chennai. And Ms. Arulpriya is our distinguished alumni and also is esteemed professional in the field of software engineering. And we are very happy to have her to share her experience with us and also with all of our students, parents today on a topic with a lot of growing significance, software engineering and GitHub Copilot. Really, today we are in the world where technology continuously saves the future, staying informed about the latest developments in software engineering, particularly with respect to artificial intelligence. So it is very much essential for all of our faculty members and also our students to learn about the latest technological developments. Definitely, today's session will not only give us a closer look at GitHub Copilot, an innovative AI-powered tool which explores the broader impact of AI in coding and collaborative development. Ms. Arulpriya's insights will no doubt inspire all of us and equip us with new perspective on leveraging these technologies in our academic and professional pursuits. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Arulpriya Madam for accepting our invitation. Thank you, Madam, and welcome, Madam. And also, I would like to thank all the faculty members of Information Technology Department and the HOD for their sincere and dedicated efforts to identify the guests and also organizing this session. Their hard work definitely will lead to a lot of usefulness for all of our students. I would also like to thank our management, particularly our chairman, sir, for continuous guidance and also support for organizing these type of activities for the benefit of all of our students, faculty, and all the parents. Their vision and commitment to excellence in education definitely will allow us to bring valuable learning experience to all of our students. And I would like to thank all the head of the departments, faculty members, students, and parents who have joined in this session today. Thank you for your presence and enthusiasm to learn about the latest technological developments. Once again, I welcome all of you and I look forward to a productive and enlightening session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. May I now introduce the guest speaker of today's session. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest speaker for today's session, Ms. A. Arulpriya, Assistant Vice President at City Corp Services India Private Limited, Chennai. With a robust career spanning over 12 years, Arulpriya brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise in software engineering and project management. Currently, she operates as a project manager overseeing multiple technology teams to ensure seamless delivery of high impact products. Ms. Arulpriya's impressive professional journey includes significant stints at industry giants such as Tata Consultancy Services and Cognizant, where she notably contributed to projects for prestigious clients like the World Bank. As a seasoned full stack engineer, she has a deep understanding of the end to end software development lifecycle, making her insights particularly valuable in today's dynamic tech landscape. In today's session, Ms. Arulpriya will be sharing her expertise on software engineering and GitHub Copilot, exploring the evolving tools and best practices that are shaping the future of software development. Please join me in welcoming Ms. A. Arulpriya. I hand over the session to Ms. Arulpriya now. Welcome you, Ma.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for a warm welcome. Good morning, everybody. So, ma'am and sir have given me a deep info about myself. So, let me start over the topic which I have chosen. 1 second. Let me share my screen. Hope I think my screen is visible.
The rectangular box can be moved on the top, Ma.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure. Okay. So, the reason I have chosen this topic, I have to highlight first. Okay. So, as you all are aware, software engineering is everywhere around us in this current world, right? Even if you take a web application or even if you take a home appliance, a simple fridge, water filter, whatever it may be, right? An automatic robo is there for cleaning our home. Everywhere we require a software to operate everything, right? That's the current world. So now you need to understand why this engineering is very, very important. Because as I told, right, it's not only for web related software engineering, it's for everything, A to Z around us, right? So we need to plan it properly and then implement. That is called software engineering. This you would have studied in all the topics, right? All the subjects. As I know, this is a generic topic. All the different departments were involved here. So I thought of taking this topic to give you generic information about what is software engineering and how that helps all the departments, right? All the cases, and how you can speed up that with help of the current trending market tools and technologies. Okay, so this current trending market tools and technologies, I mean, right? That is an artificial intelligence. This term artificial intelligence is not boomed now. Okay, it was there past 5 to 6 years before also, but earlier we don't have a proper use case to use this artificial intelligence. Okay, for the past 2 to 3 years, it boomed because now people identify the use case for applying the artificial intelligence, right? It's there in the software development industry and even in the schools, colleges. Now everybody started using the artificial intelligence. What is that? What is that? How I can use it? People started finding the use cases. That's where the boom started, right? So I here like to share my experience on how we are using the artificial intelligence in the software industry, okay, and how that helps us to deliver the products quicker, right? So let me start with the engineering part, right? This applies to everybody, even if you're from EC department or electronics and engineering, instrumentation department, civil, whatever it may be. This kind of setup is required everywhere, right? If you think about the development, before starting the development, first you will go for the planning. right? Our end goal is we need to go live. But before that, we'll do the planning, and then we'll do analysis, then we'll do a design, then only we'll go for a development, programming, testing, then we'll go for live. Okay. In all these phases, this is a generic phase, as you all are aware. In all the phases, artificial intelligence is involved in the current industry, right? So in the current industry, how it is involved, right? That's why we are going to see how it is getting involved. Now, this Microsoft, right? Microsoft has adapted the artificial intelligence, right? A Microsoft 365, which is having Outlook, Word, PowerPoint, Visio, and all the drawing tools. Everywhere, artificial intelligence is integrated with the help of Copilot. That is the term called Microsoft 365 Copilot, right? You can go and search in the internet how this Microsoft 365 Copilot is working. In all the industries, in all the organization, we started using this Copilot because everywhere Outlook is used, PowerPoint is used, Word document is used, right? If you see in the previous phase, the planning phase, we will get the requirement. There also, we'll be using the artificial intelligence to properly present the requirement document, right? This applies even for the civil departments. So the civil department, if you're doing a planning, right, there also you can use these tools to enhance your planning, right? And again, when you go for the design phase, analysis phase, everywhere, if you simply ask question, how I can design this, how this requirement can be possible, is it feasible or not? Is there any tool available in the current industry? If you prompt to the AI tool, it will automatically give you the suggestions, planning, diagrams, everything automatically. Okay, I will show you live how it is happening. Okay, and I will show you the working model, how this artificial intelligence is working, right? And next thing is GitHub Copilot. This why I have chosen specifically is this is for people who are doing programming. Okay, not only for IT or CSC department for Java or only C, C++, for Python, machine language, right? Go, Golang, Ruby, all type of millions of programming languages, whatever programming languages are available, right? Everything has been integrated with the GitHub Copilot. Okay, so you may think why GitHub Copilot is along with this Microsoft, right? Initially, Copilot was developed. Initially, the artificial intelligence tool was a open AI, okay, which is developed by Codex. As you all have the Chat GPT, right? It was with the Chat GPT. Then Microsoft went and had a contract, and they integrated into their IDs, right? So Microsoft ID is Visual Studio Code, JetBeans, everybody knows the JetBrains, right? So this kind of integrated development environments, this Copilot got integrated. And if you're doing programming or coding, somewhere you need to store it in the cloud, right? So that's where everybody in the industry, we are using GitHub Enterprise, right? Even now, if you go and see in the internet, the codes from where you can get it, you can get from some of the Git repositories, right? So that's where Git integrated as a Copilot, right? Now we are able to connect the dots for a software engineering. First, you will do the planning, analysis, presentation, whatever it may be. Everywhere we are using Microsoft tools, right? Microsoft applications. In Microsoft applications, this artificial intelligence got integrated. Same way, in your coding, the second part is development part. The development part, IDEs, integrated development environments. There also, this artificial intelligence got integrated. And again, when you check in your code, check in means when you will be coding in your local, right? Then you will posting it. Then you will committing it to the repositories. From there only it will go for the deployments, productions, and then for the live, right? Everywhere this artificial intelligence got involved and integrated, right? So here I will show you why I have taken the GitHub Copilot topic. Okay, in current market trends, as you all aware, we are in a faster world, right? If they give the requirement today, they will expect the things to be available on the production on the next week, right? Today giving the requirement and it should be available in the next week. Actually, I'll tell you the real world scenario. Uh, Earlier it was the waterfall model, as you all aware, right? Before 1 year we'll get the requirement. 1 year people will be doing coding. After 1 year only things will go live, right? But now the industry is moved towards the agile methodology, right? Where requirement will be given 1 month before. Within 4 weeks sprint, the things to be moved to the production. This is not only in my organization, I'm telling, in all the organizations, in all the product-based companies, even service-based companies, they're following this, right? And now this got cut shorter. Now they shrink the sprints and it is only 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, everything should go live, right? Then think about the productivity. How a particular team can understand the requirement, how they will plan, how they will design, and how they will implement, right? This should be faster. To improve the productivity only, this co-pilots will help you. Okay. So the term co-pilot, what it means is you are the pilot as a developer, software designer. You are the pilot. Okay? It's pairing with you. It's coordinating with you to speed up the development. So that is the term called co-pilot. Okay. And let's see how the GitHub Copilot is helping you in faster coding, right? So guys, don't think since I am putting us coding faster, right? Don't think it's only applicable for IT or the CSE department. It's for all the all the software engineers who are doing coding, right? Whatever may be the programming language you guys work, this will help you, right? That's where the first statement I told, it's the generative AI, artificial intelligence, which helps you to code faster and quickly, right? And it supports all the programming languages as of iOS. Okay, so Python, JavaScript, TypeScript, Go, Ruby, Java, whatever it is, right? Machine learning, everything is supported in this Copilot thing, right? You can chat with it. So let's imagine you are a junior person, right? You don't know how to write a palindrome program. Or simply say, your manager has given you the requirement. This is the input, and I want the output to be like this. But you don't know what logic you need to write in between, right? Since you are a junior, right? What you will do, you will go and talk to your peer, or you will ask your senior tech lead in the team how I want to bring this output, what methodology I should use, or what approach I should follow. All these questions you will ask to your peer or your senior leads, right? Now you don't want to go and ask them. You can simply chat with the copilot. What use a layman term, okay, but prompt it correctly. That is called prompt engineering, okay, because it's just a bot. It's just a system, robotic system, right? If you prompt correctly, it will give you the correct answer, right? It's not specifically to the coding. Even you can ask any sort of algorithms, any sort of interview questions also you can ask, or design related question also you can ask, right? That is called a chat with the copilot, right? And as I mentioned, ID means integrated development environment. I guess most of you are using in at least any one of this IDE for your current development, right? So today, yeah, let me go over the practical thing, how it works. Then I'll go over the satisfactory thing, right? For showing you how it works, I have taken one integrated development environment, that is Visual Studio Code. Okay, you can try with anything. It's to your convenience, right? So what I did is I just downloaded the Visual Studio Code, installed it, right? And I created a GitHub account. In that, I have logged in, right? With the GitHub account, I have logged in into the Visual Studio Code. Here you will see the login, right? I logged in. And for Visual Studio Code, you need to use the extension, right? Here I have used the GitHub extension. Go and search here. You will get the GitHub Copilot extension, right? Same here for JetBrains. You can go and integrate some plugins, right? For each IDE, they will have some plugins. Integrate that, right? Once you integrate it, you need to get a license, right? For a trial purpose, I have taken a free trial, but in my organization, I have a licensed one, but I cannot share that here, right? So in my personal device, I got a free trial license and I set up for you guys to show demo how it works, right? You see, GitHub Copilot is one. So this is GitHub for repository. Whatever I'm coding, I can push to the repository. Somewhere your code needs to be live, right? Then only the other team member can take it. That is for this login. The other one you right, Copilot chat. So this is the one I told, no? Artificial intelligence. If you ask something, it will give you the answer, right? So here, if you see on the left-hand side, I have tried with all the different type of programming language. For now, I tried with C, C++, okay? Java also, and JavaScript also. And I've taken one Angular application, a web application, to generate you and show the HTML code, right? See, you see all different type of programming language, right? It helps you to give the coding. Let me take one, JavaScript, right? I'll remove all this thing, right? If I prompt properly, right? Prompt means just put a command and ask whatever you want. For example, I'll say write programming code for um okay, palindrome. I'll take same palindrome. Okay. Now what it is doing in the background, you see at the bottom there is a symbol called Copilot status. If you click this, you can see whether it is ready or not, right? What it will do is in the background, it will send my prompt, right? My prompt. This is my prompt. The question I asked is my prompt. It sends to the backend, right? There to the server, there is a concept called large model, right? LLM. We used to say large object model, right? So there it will go and search. It will use the a conversion, right, from natural prompt to the natural language processing. It will do the processing in the background, and it will go and search the public repository. Okay. In the public repository, it will see anything related to this particular palindrome program. Okay. So it automatically gives the coding suggestion, right? If you press Control Enter in any of the IDE, it will give you the suggestion. You want this suggestion, or you can scroll down and see, oh no, I don't want like this. I want like something like this. Oh no, I don't want like this. Again, I want to do some other different method, right? As I mentioned you, it's a co-pilot. It is not your replacement. It is not the replacement for the developer. Okay. It is a pair programming artificial intelligence tool which will help you to speed up the development, right? Now you need to decide. As a developer, you know the complexity of the code, you know the performance, everything, right? Whatever may be the programming language, right? Based on that, you need to take the suggestion, right? You can take the suggestion. Let me take, I feel suggestion 7 is good for me. Then I'll click accept suggestion 7, right? So, or if I want to correct something like this, let me remove this, right? And if I say, instead of console, I can say, I'm prompting, okay? Append, uh, append the Mr. Gender, append the gender, something, right? If I give append gender to the reverse this thing, right? It will automatically give you the suggestion, right? Now the suggestion, whatever it's showing is not correct for me because I want to append something like gender, male or female, right? But it's giving me the wrong suggestion. Don't go with it. Press Control Enter, right? And go and see, okay, I don't have a proper suggestion, right? Then you can add some more logic because it's just a bot, right? How it will understand. You need to prompt it properly. What you want to append, right? Now I'm telling append Mr. to the string. Okay. So again, it's showing me the wrong. Now I can give console. I'll say something append plus, right? MS, MR, right? Like this, you can prompt and get the answers. Now in the background, how it works, it reads the context of your file. First, it will read the file type .js, it's a JavaScript. That is why it is giving the coding syntax in the JavaScript. Let me go over the HTML file and I'll show you. So this one, so this is in the HTML coding, right? Now I want to generate the login page. Let's imagine I want to generate the login page, right? I'll prompt like generate login page, right? So it is automatically giving me a suggestion, but still I did not convince with this suggestion, right? Then I can give Control Enter. And you can see different suggestions coming up. Even it will come along with the style. Still, I'm not convinced. I'm not happy with this suggestion, right? Then what you can do is the other option is Copilot chat. At the top, you see there is a chat, open chat. Click that. Let me close this. So if you click this, this is the chat, right? You can chat GPT you might have used, right, for all the projects, same thing. But here it automatically comes in your integrated development environment. You can ask here, okay? Like, see, it automatically gives some helping prompts for you, right? This is the prompt. So if I'm giving like a generate code for generate HTML code, I can specify HTML code for login page, right? It will generate. You see, it is giving me the entire code. You were able to notice this along with the styling it gives, right? This is the CSS language, CSS programming language. But still it gives. This is the HTML programming language. It gives, right? How it is giving me the CSS also? Because the context here is HTML, right? HTML alone cannot work out, right? So it is automatically giving you a CSS also because it reads your entire IDE, right? It reads your entire IDE and note how many files are opened here. What are the different programming languages opened here? And you see here, it is telling current file is HTML file, right? And here, if you see what a model it is using ChatGPT 4.0, right? Even if you want to use some other versions of chat, right? You can change it over here. And even you can use the voice command, right? You can use the voice command, or if you want to attach some requirement document, right? My QA team used to do this. They can attach the test cases here, okay? That will give you the automated test scripts, right? If you attach a test case, it gives you the automation script. They will just copy paste and then run it, right? Same way, I enforced my development team to integrate this one. What they are doing is, right, as I mentioned you, within 1 week of time, they need to give the code to live means think about the planning. Let's imagine today we are starting. Today it will be a planning. Tomorrow it will be the design. Design means when you think about how we can implement, what is the front end, what is the back end, what are the technologies needs to be involved. Do we need to integrate some external team or external API is required or any cloud-based thing is required? All these things will come under planning and the design phase, right? And then think about working with the other external teams. Again, 3 days will go there, right? And the developer will get only 3 to 4 days. Okay, it's not just only coding, right? Not just only coding the coding the logic, right? They need to write the as a developer they need to write some test cases for the execution, right? This tool helps a lot there. Okay, what that guy will do, simply they will click here, okay, and there is option called inline code, inline chat, right? They will ask to write test case, see, tests. If they give this, see it automatically telling generate unit test case for the selected code, right? Same way, if they're getting bugs, right, what that guy will do, they will right click on the statement, they will go to chat, edit inline, right? And they will say fix, right? Fix this line. It will automatically find the syntactical issue or any logical issue in this statement based upon the prompt. See, very important is prompt engineering. Here, the important thing is prompt. The way you communicate to that system is very, very important, right? How it is taking the fix, if I click this fix, right? How it will take is based on the context of my opened file. It will read in each and every line in this particular file, right? It will write a programming for the coding for palindrome. Then it automatically search in the background. Okay, what is the proper syntax, right? Everything it will go do in the background, right? By reading this particular file. Now, one question will come to your mind is how I can post my coding to how I can give my coding to the Copilot to process in the background, right? That is the data privacy issue. You agree with me? Because data privacy means, let's imagine I'm working in one organization, right? If I give this code to Copilot to generate the test case for me or generate some logic for me, or I'm giving the requirement to Copilot, right? What it is doing, it is going in the background and checking in the large object model and checking the server for some suggestion codes, right? Then automatically it is comparing with the public code repository. So now you think there is no data privacy, right? There is no data security. We are violating the organization's policy, right? So for this, what this organization is doing is GitHub is creating a private repository, and this Microsoft is this ID organization, right? This ID organization, Microsoft is creating a private chatbot. I mean, private GPT for each and every organization, right? So that it will not go out of your organization's boundary. Now, the data privacy concern is also sorted out, right? So this is how the current industry is trending, and this is the trending tool. I would say everybody start using Copilot, not only in the IDE, integrated development environment. Everybody please start using it for your development phase also. Engineering, from the beginning, from the planning, analysis, coding, writing test cases, coverages, until the production deployment side. This is very, very, very useful, right? And I'll show you the other things, how it generates for CEOs. The same thing I did, right? So generate code for palindrome, right? You see automatically it gives me the C programming language syntax, right? But I don't want to include that. See, I am not typing anything. I am not touching my keypad. Okay. It is automatically giving me the suggestion. Now I can see whether the suggestion works for me or not, right? The same prompt, I use the same prompt, generate code for palindrome. But for JS, it generated the JavaScript related syntax. Okay. But for C programming language, it created for C. Even if you try for Python, it will give for the Python. Okay. And HTML you saw, right? It generated the HTML login page. You can simply copy, okay, and paste it over here, right? And if you want to do some stylings, everything you can just customize. Now you think about the speed of the developer. Will the login page itself automatically created? You just want to integrate with the backend. That also, if the guy go and tell this file, right? Create HTTP call to get data from the server, right? So I can use public get data server. So everything on the prompt only. Okay. So it will automatically generate the functions for you, codings for you, right? Let's imagine I can put some HTTP client code. See now it automatically giving the API part, right? How I can integrate. API means how you can connect to the backend. Simply, okay. So all this coding are generated with the help of this particular Copilot. Okay. And I can show you the working model. Sorry. So this is the strategy given in the Copilot website. Okay. What they are telling is 55% the coding speed has been increased. This I personally felt. Okay. My team's productivity is increased a lot when compared to the previous before they started using this, right? So we were able to deliver quickly, faster with a cleaner code, right? And see how many businesses using, how many organizations use. More than 5,000 plus business have used it. But now it is beyond this. As I know, many organizations started adopting this, and many developers also started integrating that, right? So this is the good tool. Start using it if you belong to even any department, right? And yeah, this again, the comparison between the GitHub Copilot and the Chat GPT, right? So this Copilot helps you for the code generation, okay, and it will assist you. But when you see about the Chat GPT, it will understand your natural language questions and it will generate the questions accordingly. Simply, I can say one real scenario. What happened is, um, I'm in a situation to interview a person who's on React.js. Okay. But I know the only basic, but I don't know very deep in depth about the React.js because I don't have hands-on on that. What I did is I simply went to this chat GPT and I posted some questions, like how I can interview a React JS guy who is senior, around 11 to 12 years experience, right? It gave me some suggestions. It gave me suggestions on it. Okay. But again, what I did is I took some questions from chat GPT. I jumped into Copilot, right? I jumped to Copilot and I went to here. I'll show you that also. I jumped to this chat here and I asked how to write logic in React to find the occurrence. I'm sorry. Occurrence of number in an array. Right? Actually, I asked this question to that particular guy. Okay. But I don't know the syntax of React, right? High level, I can know the logic, but I don't know the syntax. Simply posted here. It gave me the structure. Right? Now I will be able to relate with the coding logic, whatever that guy is writing. Right? This helps you in all perspective. This chat GPT also helpful. My point here is the coding part. Whoever is involved in the development, it will be helpful for them, right? Irrespective of the programming language, right? Now, how I became a confident full stack engineer, right? With the help of this, right? I'm using Copilot from last year, last 1.5 year before. Okay, I started using this. Okay, I started learning all the different types of programming languages, right? I work with a front-end developer, back-end developer, database developer, and this guy, automation, right? QA automation developers, right? If they stuck in some blockers, how I can go and help them without having hands-on in that, without knowing coding in that, right? This tool helped me to learn more and more. I started programming. I started involving into deep into this, right? If my team come to me and ask, see, I stuck in this, I don't know what to do, right? Even if they go and search, they are not able to figure out. The reason is they are not able to visualize the end-to-end working of our application, right? If a person knows the end-to-end working of the application, then only they are a good project manager, right? They will be able to sort out the issues the team is asking, right? That is the role of the project manager. In my perspective, it's not only delivery, right? If you have a strong team, that is the strategy we are also following, okay? If you think about the product-based companies, no developer will be a average or a below average. Everybody will be a best developers, right? Which means the team will be very strong enough to deliver, right? Then now think about the project manager's role. Manager's role is to connect with everybody, understand the full picture. If there is a blocker, that is the critical part here. If there is a blocker, the person needs to jump and resolve it. For that, you should need a knowledge on 365 degrees, right? So this tool helped me a lot. So I thought of sharing this as a generic topic for you guys to explore more and more and find the use case, right? And implement this, okay? Because last one month before I came for a hackathon, I was excited to see the projects you guys were took and work, right? I was a panel for all different departments. I was really shocked by seeing the planning and the way you guys are planning to implement everything, right? This definitely adds a value adds for you, right? Think about how to use this, how you can implement, right? Let me go the difference between this again back. Okay. So to know you about the background, right? Who developed it? Copilot was with the GitHub in collaboration with OpenAI. ChatGPT is their own OpenAI, right? The company name is Codex. Okay. And use cases, this is mainly for software development and the coding suggestion, right? And ChatGPT is for natural language processing, as I mentioned you. Whatever maybe the questions you ask, it will give you, right? And the model used here is actually this was the old difference I took. but currently GPT 4.0 is used, right? You saw already in the integrated development environment, right? That is the production live model, okay? And it is integrated with all the IDs. And this bot is specific to applications, right? And the programming language, it supports all the programming languages, Copilot. But this supports, this also supports all the languages. Generally, English is supported as of I aware. And in ChatGPT, you can even um, uh, capture the screenshot of anything and you can post it. It will convert the image. It will translate the image into a text and it will give you the answer. This even I myself experienced with the ChatGPT. Okay. So this is all already, as I mentioned, you right. This is for writing the code, refactoring the code, documentation, right? Uh, Go through this difference. You can get it even from the internet, right? I'll show you the working model, how it works. Yeah. Now again, I'm back to Microsoft 365. The reason why I back to here is GitHub Copilot tool will be useful for the software developers. When you are entering into the industry, you'll be working as a software developer only, right? So that will helpful for you. But when you come to my stage, you will be involved in all the phases of the software engineering, right? So I don't know when you guys uh, in my stage, it will be more advanced, right? But for now, it helps me a lot, right? I'll go and simply say, generate me a requirement document for this. My PO has given, my product owner has given, this is the requirement, generate me this document. Within half an hour, I was able to prepare my presentation, right? I was able to prepare my presentation and it gives me different suggestions also, right? Half an hour, I'm spending time for this. And again, the rest of the half an hour, I'm utilizing to clear blockers for my team, right? Which improves my productivity and which gives the visibility for me within my higher management. That's where I'm also able to grow to next level, right? So I'll show you the working model here. So all this will be involved in the your software engineering development phase, right? So in whatever tool you use, it will automatically prompt the content what you're given to the Microsoft Graph. This is a centralized server they have, okay, and they have some security related protections as well, right? From here, it is filtered and goes to the large language model. This is that open AI model, right? This is an open source open AI model. Even if you guys think you want to create some chat GPT kind of thing, right, on your own, it's possible. It's not only ChatGPT can do or Microsoft can do, right? Or GitHub can do. Even as an individual person, you can create your own chatbot, right? Using there is a lot of open APIs available from this large language model, right? Right, you can take that and you can develop your own chatbot, right? If you guys think you want to do something for a college website, right? You can integrate this chatbot. You can develop and integrate to a college chatbot, right? So I am done from my side. Let me give some 15 minutes for question and answer. Yeah, ma'am. Sherin, ma'am, over to you.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Students have posted questions in the chat board. Let me read out the question for you. Are there particular types of coding tasks or languages where Copilot is particularly strong or weak?
Strong. See, it's not specific to the coding language, whatever I show. Okay. I just showed you an example. That's it. All the programming languages are supported. Okay. Strong or weak, that needs to be decided by the developer, right? If that gives you the strong code, then there will not be job for you guys, right? Because you should be very strong. You know the data structure. You all learned in the first year, right? That is the base algorithm for us. As an engineer, that is the base algorithm for us. Data structure is the base algorithm for us. If you know the data structure well, then syntax doesn't matter. Any programming language you can go and ask. It will give you the logic. You can, right? If you want to check the performance, you can check that also. Take different suggestions and check the performance. Evaluate the performance. Yeah, ma'am. Next question, ma'am.
Shall we move on to the next question, ma? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
How can Microsoft Plus GitHub Copilot best integrate into a team workflow without disrupting existing development processes? Shall I repeat it again?
Yeah, please repeat.
How can Microsoft and GitHub Copilot together can integrate into a team workflow without disrupting existing development processes?
See, the main objective of this Copilot or this tool, right? It's for coding only, right? It's nothing to come and interfere in your development workflow. Okay. So today, let's imagine you are in my team. I'm asking you to integrate this. Why I'm asking you to integrate this GitHub Copilot? To speed up your development. That's it, right? Nothing to interfere in the development workflow. Yes, ma'am. Next question, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. The next question is, for beginners in software engineering, is GitHub Copilot a good learning tool, or does it risk creating bad habits in coding practices?
Two ways. Absolutely, right? It's a good tool for the beginner to help. Again, if you start addicting to that, right, then it will, what to say, it will be bad practice for you. You will forget the logic, how to write the simple print statements, and you will forget, right? That is there. So that's where you need to decide whether you want to use this or not. If you think I don't want to use this, go simply disable the compilation. Simple, right? Disable it. You start typing. If you're stuck at some place, you need help, then enable it. Enable that. It's up to you. But it's very helpful for the beginners to understand the logic, flow, how it works, everything. It's very helpful. For example, I will say one more scenario. Uh, 3 years before, I plan to learn one new language. Okay, but I didn't get time. I set up the IDs, everything is ready, but I don't have time to go and learn the particular programming language. Last year, I integrated this Copilot. So then what I did is, whenever I get time, I'll simply go and ask how I can configure the database, how I can configure the S2 in-memory database. Simply I will ask how, where, in which file. Simply talking to one of my peer, I used to ask, it will say, right? I manually go and type there. Same way, if I want to write some logic, because if I want to learn a new language, I should know the syntax. I should know how to write the coding logic, right? That time I will disable this, right? I will first write the logic, everything. But along with the prompt only, I will write it. Along with the prompt, I will write it, but I will disable the Copilot. So it will not give me any suggestion, nothing. Once I complete it, I'll right click and I'll say review. I'll show you that also. Let's imagine. This is the logic, right? So click on this method, right click, Copilot, editor inline chat. Get 1 second. Fix review. Can give review. Review this code. Okay. It will review the code and it will give you the suggestion. Okay. So here it is not having any suggestions, but you will see an option. It will review or it will modify or it can give you an other suggestion also. Okay. So this is very useful tool. Yeah, ma'am. Next question.
Next question is, in Copilot, is that possible to aid with multiple file logic?
Yes. That is how it is working. The operation model itself, right? It will see your ID. 1 second. And this child is coming down. Let me close this. Okay. So it reads the context of all the opened file. It's not reading only based on a particular file you opened. So multiple files you can open. You can jump between multiple files because when you're writing logic, see, let's imagine this is one component. Okay. When you're writing some logic in this HTML file, and this is your corresponding file only, correct? This is also again your corresponding file. And again this. So in all these files, if you open and if you start typing something, it will automatically give you the suggestions, whatever in the other file, right? For example, this .es is the logic writing file. Okay. This SPEC you see, right? .spec.ts. This is a test case writing file. Once you write a logic here, when you come to spec.ts file, if you simply say, write a test case for get server data, it will automatically generate. Because it goes and reads the opened file here, right? And it will give you the suggestion. So multiple file editing is possible. Yes, ma'am. Next question.
Next question is, can you developers use Copilot as a learning tool without becoming overly reliant on it?
Yes, definitely you guys can go and use, right? But keep it under your control. It should not control you. It's with you. Okay. So use it properly. Yes, ma'am. Next question, ma'am.
Next question is, do you use GitHub Copilot in your day-to-day tasks?
Yes, I'm using. I told you, right? We are having only 2 weeks of time. 2 weeks of time involves everything, right? Get the requirement, plan, work with the team, design, right? And start coding, do the test case execution, go to deployments, right? Deployments means when you deploy in some servers, right? Again, from there, go to production. 2 weeks of time. Think how much time we'll have for the development. We will have only 5 days of time that involves QA testing as well, right? Then think when I will develop the code and I'll give to QA team for testing. At the max, we feel only 2 days of time span we have to complete a particular feature, right? That's the reason I'm enforcing my team to use this to speed up the delivery. Yeah. Next question.
That's all with the questions, Ma.
Okay, ma'am. So,
Just a moment. Yeah. You
yeah.
can proceed, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So if we are done with the questions, few things I thought of sharing with all of you. Okay. So this artificial intelligence, right? It was there even before, as I mentioned earlier, right? Um, the problem with everybody, right? We are not able to identify the proper use case. Since everybody is telling machine learning, artificial intelligence, so don't go and jump into that. Okay. Find a proper use case. If you think you want to excel in particular technology, okay, first find a proper use case because that's where the people are failing, right? That is where the industry also failed earlier. Now the industry is trending. They found because they found a proper use case of applying it to the software industry, software development, right? The software in development industry is not just a small thing. It's a very big, I would say, it's an ocean, right? When they started thinking about the applying this artificial intelligence on software development use cases only, it started trending, right? So think about the use case before you choosing. I saw many people in the hackathon. A few people have chosen a very good case study, but a few people just took for namesake, right? So think once and twice before whatever you're doing, right? And do it in a correct way, right? From my experience, I'll tell you. From my experience, how I was able to become a full stack engineer, right? Today, I am operating as a project manager. That is fine. But I am a person who involves more in the technology, apart from the people management, apart from talking to people, this and that. Okay. I used to stick to some of the technology, right? So even now, I'm just using the artificial intelligence, but I am not into artificial intelligence, right? Because whatever technology I already working, okay, plus whatever I am thinking to adapt even in the future, for that, AI is a use case for me. That's it. I am not going into deep into AI. I'm just going to consume that and use it and excel in my what to say technology, right? Whatever the technology I like, I'm going to excel in that. So think in that perspective. Don't blindly go with whatever the other people says, right? No, artificial intelligence is booming. You will get a very good job in that. You will get more salary because it's all YouTube advertisements. I saw the advertisements. Whenever you open any YouTube's, right, they are getting an advertisement, right, stating you will get this much lakh salary, that much lakh salary if you know ChatGPT, if you know to work with artificial intelligence, right? It's not true, right? Don't go blindly with that. Keep your data structure knowledge very strong. Okay. Even today, if I go and attend the interview, the questions posted on me was on data structure. Okay. Even now I'm 12 years experience, but still the questions posted to me was data structure. I was asked to write a coding logic. Okay. That is the reason I still practice. Even though I work with team, I have 50 members under me who can do the work for me. But still, I do coding practice daily. I used to take one of the requirement, okay, which involves front end, back end, middle layer, Java layer, as well as the database layer, right? This is just a experience sharing from my side, right? That's why I'm telling don't go blindly with the suggestion whatever this AI tool is giving. If you know the coding only, you can think, oh, the suggestion is correct or wrong. The performance is good or right? So don't leave your coding skill. It's for all departments, right? As I mentioned, all the electronic appliances having a software, right? Even the refrigerator, which is a convertible fridge, is having a digital display with an updated software. Every 5 years once they are asking to update the software, right? And we have this automatic robots, right, for cleaning the home. That is completely a software which is controlled from our mobiles, right? So everywhere this coding is involved, programming is involved. Simply other example I would say is this, what is it? Router. We used to have the set-top box in our home, right? That is also updating the software daily basis. I mean, monthly basis. So keep in touch with the coding, okay, and excel in your career. So all the best for everybody. Thanks for giving me an opportunity, ma'am, for sharing my knowledge and the trending tool, which will help our college students definitely. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Let me propose the vote of thanks. Thank you, Ms. Arul Priya. I would like to thank our management, principal sir, for giving us an opportunity to host the generic talk series number 16 this week. Also thank our faculty members, students and parents for their great support. And on behalf of RMK Engineering College, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to Ms. A. Arul Priya for delivering such an insightful and engaging session on software engineering and GitHub Copilot. Your wealth of experience as a project manager and full stack engineer has brought a unique perspective to today's talk, shedding light on the latest advancements in the software development and the practical applications of GitHub Copilot in enhancing the productivity. Your deep dive into the evolving landscape of software engineering, coupled with real world examples and best practices, has provided us with valuable knowledge and actionable insights. We truly appreciate the time and effort you took to prepare and share your expertise with us. Thank you once again, Ms. Arul Priya, for enlightening us with inspiring our audience too. We look forward to the opportunity of learning from you again in the future. Thank you so much. Thank you for this wonderful session, Ma. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.